popular eatery in Bengaluru, the Rameshwaram Cafe has witnessed a bomb blast resulting in 9 individuals sustaining injuries. While authorities have initiated a comprehensive investigation, Karnataka Deputy CM DK Shivakumar has claimed that as per police, there are similarities between the Rameshwaram Cafe blast and the Mangluru pressure cooker blast of November 2022. So far, the police has been able to make the following recoveries: CCTV footage of the blast, CCTV footage of the suspect, the raw material used to make the bomb, and 2 unknown bags. Now, when we compare the Bengaluru pressure cooker blast to the Bengaluru Cafe blast, there are also a few other similarities that can be outlined, including the bomb equipment used in both cases. Now, both the blasts were low-intensity ones. The blast equipment encompassed a timer, detonator, as well as batteries. The question then certainly arises is, who's behind the Bengaluru attack? Can the two cases be linked to one another? Joining us at this point is RVS Mani, former Under Secretary, Internal Security. We also have Dr. PSV Rao, Consultant Surgeon, Manipal Hospital, Hebal, Bengaluru, joining us live. Major Sudhakarji, Geopolitical Analyst, joins us live as well. In fact, let me also go across first to DV Sadanand Gowda, BJP MP, who's live with us on the program. Sadanand Gowda, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being with us today. Do you believe that the probe in this blast case should be handed over to the NIA? And if so, why?
After Congress came to power, we have seen several anti-national incidents that has occurred in Karnataka, and none of the incidents have been seriously taken care of by the state government, and the people are under fear across the state. And I think that the police, Karnataka police, I don't say that they are incapable, but the administration solely putting pressure on them not to go in detail as far as the investigation is concerned. I don't know why it is an appeasement policy, or they want to see that these terrorists should be given some motivation inside Karnataka. I don't know. Even though they are the ruling party in Karnataka, is it not their responsibility to see that a serious action should be taken as far as issues of this nature? But they are not doing it. So this is the high time where the people of Karnataka feel that NIA should intervene, they should take up the investigation, and safety and security should be given to the people of Karnataka.
Right. Would you link then the Bengaluru blast to elections in an attempt to cause chaos before the polls?
No, it is not like that. The Karnataka government since last 9-10 months, they have totally failed in their administrative activities. They don't have money for development and all these things. Only freebies they want to play in the total their administration. The collection of funds have been diverted for freebies only. So the people of Karnataka feel that absolutely there is no developmental activities across the state. Apart from that, they want to just hush up all these things, and they want to divert the minds of the people of the state of Karnataka. For that reason, these sort of activities, it will take a diversion from the routine style of discussions, activities and all that. The fear psychosis that they want to develop in Karnataka to see that their inability to administer, that need to be taken care of.
Yes. Now, the Deputy CM DK Shivakumar, of course, has also linked this to the Mangluru cooker blast 2 years ago. Is this now related to radicalism, and then how do we tackle it, sir?
Sir, no, I don't agree to that.
Okay.
It is a foolish statement by the Deputy CM DK Shivakumar, because he himself, when the cooker blast that occurred in Mangluru, you can go through his statements, you can see his statements, what is at that time. This is only political motivations by the opponents, and this accident is a very silly accident and all that. Yesterday, the medical education minister said the same thing. The same statement was made by Honorable Deputy CM when the Mangluru blast occurred. So, time and again, simply telling something, and they want to divert all these activities. The mindset of the Congress people is such that these are the only activities they can do at this juncture, not the administrative activities being a ruling party.
Yes, and is it a matter of concern then that the suspect in the CCTV has still not been nabbed in 24 hours?
Sir, you might have seen during the Rajya Sabha elections, inside the Vidhan Saudha, where there is a huge number of police and all that, apart from all the CC footage, everything was there. But they could not able to trace out the accused there because they are simply evading by telling that we have given it to the FSL, the report. The FSL report has come. In spite of that, they are telling that still the man is not identified. Can any ordinary prudent man can believe it? So similarly, they want to take up this issue also. Somehow the issues they could not handle it. Such issues they want to put it in the public domain, and thereby they are diverting the issues.
Right. Your party is seeking Siddaramaya's resignation as well over this for law and order. Is that correct?
Sir, first our demand is the NIA should intervene and they should take up the issue and they should investigate the matter and the culprit should be traced out. That should be our first demand. At the same time, right from last 10 months, you might have seen the law and order situation has deteriorated and the people are really they fear that if I go out of my house, it may not be possible for me to reach back to my house again. This is the situation there in Karnataka. Under such circumstances, just seeking the resignation of the chief minister, it will not serve the purpose. We want to see that such things should not happen, and if the chief minister is incapable, he himself should step down. It is his moral responsibility. He was telling that I have given 14 budgets. I was in the politics since last 40, 45 years. But if he is not able to provide protection, if he is not able to provide security to the people of Karnataka, a moral responsibility lies on him and he should step down from that post.
Yes. Now, what is your message to the people of Bengaluru after this blast incident? What would you say to them, Mr. Gowda?
Sir, now I want to request the people that we are with you. We will seek the assistance of the central government by issuing a direction to National Investigating Agency to tackle this and issue an advisory to the Chief Minister of Karnataka so that the Chief Minister should give priority to this kind of activities which are happening where the life of the people in Karnataka is in danger. Certainly, I hope that if the center intervenes, automatically these people will awaken and they will go ahead with certain activities in future. So, the people of Karnataka should send a message stating that yes, we are with the central government, we are with the Modi. If you please come and give safety and security to the people of Karnataka.
All right, Sadanand Gowda, thank you very much for joining us with your perspective on this big story. RVS Mani, still no handover of the case to the NIA. That's the BJP's demand, as we were just hearing from Mr. Gowda. What is your response to how the investigation so far has panned out?
See, now it is all the more imperative that the NIA, because so far no headway has been made. They have been collecting CCTV footages of buses and in which they travelled and all, but the person has not been apprehended. So, NIA is an expert body constituted under law of parliament, and that they are well versed and they are quite competent to handle these type of blast cases. So we need to give it, there should be no ego or there should be no prestige issue involved in this. The state government of Karnataka, or in fact, the government of India can also sue them under Section 8 of NIA Act and all, certainly can initiate ask the NIA to do the investigation. That is number one. The bomb blast also, the bomb would have gone into the bomb data bank. From there also the leads can be easily accessed by NIA. They have a lot of collateral to really connect the dots and come to a conclusion as to who is behind the blast. Because what has happened is you have to see the timelines here. One Congress person somehow says that Pakistan is Congress friend. And next day, the friendly gesture is happening in somewhere in Pakistan. Because for me, as yesterday Mr. General Katoj corrected me on your own TV, said that it is not an enemy, but it's a hostile. We know Pakistan is a hostile state, and you are claiming that Pakistan is your friend. Where do we take it from here? That is the question. So NIA is well versed. It has been really trained in that. They have the core competence. By this time, the central government should have notified the NIA takeover of the case. There is no other way out. NIA should do it. This is a terror attack. Low intensity, high intensity. See, we do not. No fire is good for the field. Whether 9 people are injured, critically injured, lightly injured, or killed. No fire is good for the building. It is a terror attack, and we need to really go to hammer and tongs over the perpetrators and see the conspiracy angle. What are all the undercurrent connectings? Undercurrent dots are connecting. These have to be brought out, and this only an NIA probe, a central agency probe, like a specialized agency NIA, can really do it. See, simply ramshackle probe will not help you, because that will help the probe. See, when the NIA was not in existence, the Abdul Karim Tunda case, after 30 years, he stands acquitted. We all know that what he had perpetuated, the Bombay blast. We do not want such things to happen again. We have a central agency, and this NIA is not come out like that. It has got a direction from the Supreme Court in the Prakash Singh versus Union India case for need to establish a central agency. 21st September 2006 is the date of the order. Based on that, only the NIA's impetus, apart from that, Bombay 2611 was an issue there. There was a sense of urgency to create. Second Administrative Reforms Committee, headed by Veerappa Mouli, had also suggested such a institution, Federal Investigation Agency. Supreme Court had done it. A host of Madhav Malimat Committee, Justice Malimat Committee, Madhav Menon Committee, all of them had recommended. So NIA is there, and NIA has been constituted only for this purpose. It is not a law and order crime. It is a bomb blast, and the intended impact would have been highly catastrophic had it not. We should thank our staff that it did not happen. The casualties are only 9. But the question is, now it is for time to stand, not to stand on prestige. I am not a politician. I don't stand for any political party. But let me assure you that during the Yediyurappa regime in 2009-10, when the Pune blast occurred, at that time, advanced intelligence inputs were there. Similar inputs were also sent to DGP Karnataka, and one R. Shivakumar, I think, was the DGP, and BSY was the Chief Minister. They took action and prevented it. So we have to also appreciate that whenever there are effective steps taken, everything is preventable. But if the effective step is on the basis of intelligence input and irresponsible statements like Pakistan is our friend of Congress and enemy of BJP, these type of disparaging statements are made, I am sure these effects are extremely not very unfortunate. That's what I wanted to say. Uday, thanks.
Yes, let me then also go across to Major General Sudhakarji. Major General Sudhakarji, also the fact is that, there are similarities emerging which are quite disturbing of the Mangluru pressure cooker case to the and the Bengaluru blast case that has just happened. Now, is that something that will have to be looked at very closely if there is a pattern to it? And if it is then the same modus operandi and other things used as well?
Well, Uday, good evening. Thank you for getting me to your show. First and foremost thing is that must compliment the co-panelists, previous co-panelists for their articulations. In matters of security, Uday, if you allow me, I would like to give a perspective for better understanding. One doesn't get to the right problem if you look at a particular incident in isolation. Security per se has to be analyzed from the perspective of a bigger horizon. One has to join the dots. Many times through you, you have been anchor. I have been saying that do not look at Manipur in isolation. So similarly, do not look at particular dot in isolation. I'm just back from Bengaluru day before yesterday for a very, I would say, at a strategic level. Professor Nalapat happened to be there. We are together. So all is well. Everything is hunky-dory. Coming straight to your question, which you have asked me, yes, even if the linkages are not there, the government of India has to presume that there is a linkage. Even if Pakistan's evidence is not coming to the forefront, you have to assume that it is a hostile country to India and its involvement is there. They have to bleed India with 1,000 cuts. How many times do we have to tell this and state this to, stimulate or remind ourselves? Even if nothing is happening, we should be mindful of the fact that Maldives has gone hostile in a couple of previous months. We are aware of the fact there is a surveillance ship which is docked there. We also know that there is a ship which is carrying cargoes related to nuclear arms and arsenal at Mumbai port. We are also aware of the fact as to what is happening in Pakistan. So therefore, all these things put together, Uday, I personally feel there is no question of having any debate. We should not have any doubt. Any security situation as we are getting closer to the election in 2024, it should straight away be taken over by NIA. And my deduction, right from the PFI when it was banned, if you recall, I think you're the anchor, I had said PFI may have been banned, but it will start shaping up, showing its face in different ugly form, contours and color. This is one of the forms. There is definitely a linkage. Even if there is no established linkage, you have to presume that there is a linkage. Last but not the least, Uday, it is just the tip of the iceberg. There is a theory which is taught in China, external calm and internal turbulence. Bengaluru today is looking absolutely placid, quiet, serene and beautiful city. Everything is hunky-dory, traffic is moving, people are happy. And the hotel in which I was staying, I saw a large number of people who came from a country which is yet to be recognized by many nations in the world. We have gone in for very, I would say, very, very strategic move with this country by taking such a recourse, that which is definitely going to trigger very violent action. And we are aware of our adversary in the north, that it does not confront any country directly unless it is pushed to a corner. It applies that theory of 36 stratagem. So therefore, all these things put together, I personally feel the elephant in the room is China. PFI may have been banned, but it is taking, or SIMI may have been, ban may have been extended by 5 years. They're trying to regroup, reorganize in the golden triangle. This golden triangle, by no means am I trying to hint at the narcotics. No, the golden triangle, what I mean is in India, this golden triangle is the triangle which is joining the 3 states, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. This triangle has got the highest percentage of technically qualified people. Technically, gone are the days when we used to talk of radicalization. You asked a beautiful question. I would like to remind, without going political on the issue, as a military assessor or a geopolitical and defense and strategic analyst, that we need to be very mindful of the fact that no longer the uneducated people or the people below the poverty line are heading towards the radicalized groups or the terrorism. It is the highly qualified technical graduates from the Golden Triangle. 8,000 to 12,000 youth had gone to the Siliguri corridor or northeast of it. I'm forgetting the name of the place. Mr. Mani would be knowing. I think it's Karimganj district. They have formed a huge organization out of which a good 8,000 had moved to the epicenter of terrorism. They joined the training establishment in Taliban in 2022.
ISIS.
They have undergone training. I'm forgetting the name of the group, but there are Hizbul Mujahideen also there in that group. So they form a very, very predominant and formidable component of technology awareness and their deftness of handling technology. So you got to be very careful while you are handling such things in Bengaluru. And Bengaluru, mind you, it is one of the cities which is the largest, giving you largest GDP of our country. It is one of the cities in our country, I think population is around 1.3 million, I saw somewhere, fourth largest or the fifth largest city in our country. It has got highly educated people, least number of unemployed, while the number of percentage of unemployment of Haryana is pretty high, 33 or 37.4%. National average is 8.7. Here in Bangalore, you have the least, 2.3%. So none of those socio-economic factors, they contribute or attribute or support the justification of an incident like this. So hence I am saying there are bigger conspiracy in place. We need to be, even if it is not there, you please assume that there is a conspiracy. They are going to do something in our Silicon Valley of India, because I find that Silicon Valley is not going to be one of the most popular valleys in our country. It is going to be the huge and the largest epicenter of technology and the revolution, which is going to put India in a very high platform by 2047. Back to you, Uday.
Yes, let me take that across to Dr. Rao as well. Dr. Rao, what do you believe the way forward now should be in this case? Looking at the patterns emerging, looking at so far the leads emerging, but no concrete breakthrough yet.
Good evening, Uday, and all the panelists and viewers. See, this is not an isolated incident. It is the third of the present series of bomb blasts. There was Shimoga, there was Mangluru, and now there is in Bangalore. And this, the sophistication means that there is an organization behind it. It is not an individual doing this. And this needs to be investigated, and the organization may cross interstate borders. So I had said this yesterday, I'm repeating it today. The central government agencies, which is specifically the NIA, has to be involved in this. And they had arrived, but state government has been saying that the CCB will be investigating it. Now, before the evidence and other things are messed up, I would suggest that the NIA be handed over this investigation, as is being demanded by many people. And there should be full cooperation with this and no political interference in the investigation. This is a planned explosion. It is not one freak going and doing something and trying to blame it on so-and-so or so-and-so is not going to work. Let them investigate, because they have intelligence from all over India and abroad. And they have also the help of other neighboring states. And this may be, if you don't put it down immediately, you will have such incidents in other parts of Karnataka and other parts of India also. And it may be a cave today, tomorrow it may be a hospital, it may be any other crowded area. And they want to, our enemies, the enemies of India, definitely would want to make Bangalore look like an unsafe place, because it is not just the Silicon Valley of India. It is now the epicenter of aerospace industry, biotechnology industry, precision instrument and manufacturing industry. All these things have come together. And the logistics have improved tremendously in recent times, including the logistics at the Bangalore airport. This means that any enemy of India, either inside India or abroad, will want to make foreigners feel insecure about Bangalore, not invest, not come here, and not put up their companies. So this is very important from national security point of view. And this is not just one Bangalore incident, this is a national incident. And we have to have a very coordinated investigation, and the people concerned have to be found, and the required action has to be taken to prevent further incidents, not only in Karnataka, in the whole of India, in any crowded place. We can't have this going on. And you can't have delays in the investigation, because any delay is going to allow the culprits to escape, to fudge the evidence, and do more incidents like this. This is an organized effort. There is no question about it. It's not an individual doing this. Yes.
Yes. Indeed. Okay. I've run out of time. I'll just leave a quick last word to RVS Mani on where this case heads next.
As my previous speaker, doctor, had already said that, basically, this is a planned attempt, and this is one in the sequence of the third or the fourth or whatever is the serial number, it's not. But the conspiracy is for all to see. And General Sudhakar had already said that the dots are there, dots are invisible, they are undercover, they are under the water.
Okay.
That only NIA or along with the National Bomb Database and other the specialist agencies can correlate and connect and establish. Otherwise, merely distributing it as a...
Okay, so it must be handed over is what you're clearly saying. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining us.
Thanks.
We've run completely out of time.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.